made it. Justin doesn't know I'm here yet.
Hey, I just saw your post!
What's up, man?
Yeah, this thing definitely is not doing too well right now. And I cannot wait for the V8. It's still got oil all the way down there.
Where's it coming from?
I think it's coming from multiple places. I think it's coming from the head. I think the gasket's leaking. Hey guys, we're in Nashville. We're starting a V8 swap in my Isuzu Trooper, and right now we're doing some maintenance on the engine before we drop it in. We're doing our timing, our water pump, spark plugs, and basically anything that we can get to right now.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it in action, honestly.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah. You've done one of these before, right?
This is it.
Oh, this is the first one? Oh man, I'm excited. That's awesome. It's an amazing little motor. I didn't know that they make V8s that small now. And so the torque and the horsepower ratio you get out of a small engine like that is, the technology is incredible.
The first thing that we did was tear the engine down and address all the regular maintenance stuff. We did front main seal, rear main seal, cam seals, timing belt, water pump, etc. Some wiring stuff right now, and we're cleaning up the engine bay. We're making the modifications to the battery tray. We're going to just split the looms and wire everything through so that, you know, all this stuff isn't just dangling out in places. I mean, some of the sensors are in different places on the 1UZ than it was on the 4Z. Obviously the alternator's in a different spot, so we're moving all those wires and putting them in the right place, and then we're going to retape this loom and put it all back together so that when we're done, it's all factory looking. And obviously cleaning up the engine bay, we're going to take advantage of the fact that we have access to the diff and go ahead and do our front gear change to the 410. Since we had to pull the front diff, we took the opportunity to change the ball joints, and our wiring loom is pretty much done now. The battery goes right there. We've got it run down here. We've got wire for the fans and accessories, but that's it. Cleaned up the wiring loom a whole lot now.
It's easy. Once the engine's out.
Well, what's your favorite part? The diff?
No. My favorite part is the wiring loom.
there.
I don't know, dude. I just don't think it's gonna work.
You know, and not only that, all that work for 250 horsepower?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like the drivetrain can definitely go over 1,000. We're making the bracket for the remote oil filter.
We got a remote oil filter mounted right here between the cross member and the front diff. I'm sure you'll make a skid plate for that. We've got a heat shield protecting it from the exhaust and whatnot. If you're gonna change your oil, what do you do?
I just take, you know, there's a bolt over here,
Yeah,
and then you unscrew this.
and you're done.
That's it.
And your oil filter is literally just
Right here. It's protected by the diff,
right.
so we got it as low as possible.
Right.
It's out of the cross member and everything. So
And it's not gonna run oil all.
no, it's not gonna run oil anywhere.
Justin, you got that thing on backwards, dude. That hose is on backwards.
We're putting the fans on the radiator and get everything hooked up, ready to drop the radiator in. Once we're done, the radiator should drop in as one piece with the fans on and the hose on it.
We gotta drill holes in the brackets to go into the radiator support still for the radiator bracket,
Okay.
and then we have to put a bolt nut through there. That's you know.
Okay.
Oil and water.
What's next then?
Vroom. Okay. First start.
First start.
Unreal, bro.
Unreal.
First start.
Unreal. Ridiculous.
Power steering fluid. Let's put power steering fluid. I can start hearing it growling.
What an experience.
It's been an experience. It's been a ride, hasn't it?
Start to finish.
But actually, I mean, pretty damn smooth, to be honest with you. Like, how many hiccups did we really hit?
If you're going to do time belt on a 2.6, you have to take up the radiator anyway. So you're going to have to take up the radiator on this one too. It's like no different, really.
Right.
Although I feel like instead of like the iTac, this is like much easier to work on because you don't. Everything's like up top. The hoses aren't hard to get to or anything. You know. It shifts very smooth. I mean that's the adapter plate. That's the new clutch. You know, all that stuff.
Right. Yeah. That's us? just cruise down the freeway like a normal car now. So we're in our stop and go rush hour traffic. And our radiator fan set up, just keeping us right at mid-range.
The whole fan setup, everything works perfect. And it wasn't expensive either.
So the fans will continue to run for a couple minutes?
They've not gone past 2 minutes.
Yeah. And then
So
they'll
it just gets down to temperature and then they shut off.
Sweet.
This lady signed it.